voice. Like, and it sounds beautiful to listen to. There's no beat. It's just your
Beautiful to
voice.
listen to.
Just you.
Let me
Thank
tell you
you.
something. You're all robbed of the opportunity. Like if you know the man in person, right? Like I remember when I met Uri, he like let me hear his music, and I'm like, where is this? I need to have this in my iTunes right now, and none of it was like out. I'm like, oh, I need this shit right now. Like had the Dave Chappelle scratching himself crackhead move. Like, yo, bro, like the man really does work a lot, but he's not just disposing of his art as if it's disposable. He's putting a lot of effort and thought into his shit.
I had to learn that the hard way. I really had to learn that the hard way. I was making music and I wanted to just get it out there, and putting it out arbitrarily with no plan, I was just putting it out. I was just like, oh, I got to get this out. I got to do something. It really burnt me. It burnt me because I felt like I was doing the work and then I wasn't giving it the proper attention that it really needed. So that I learned the hard way to like Castle Face. That's 2 years of making this thing happen, and still got a month until I drop it, damn near. And it took me 4 days to actually record the music. 4 days. It took me 4 days to write those songs, but it actually took me years of emotional drama and situations to be able to write those songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I do.
Yo, I think that's like a big important too, right? Because I've been thinking a lot just about song content and making music replayable. One of the things I think a lot of people like don't do is live life. So they focus so much on the art that there's no living involved.
That's the art part. Your life is the art. You gotta get your heart broken. Nobody is happy all the fucking time.
Facts.
I mean, fuck, I would make happy songs all day, but that's not the case. Like, I have emotions just like everybody else, and that's the part. You have to live life. You have to go through it so you can report about it.
And I just think it's also, there's a universality to the emotional expression you put out. I'm not saying that lightly. I'm saying like, my mom could bump your music, I could bump my music, and some kid could bump your music. And I believe that we could all tap into the same thing. And
in the comments, Lomi like,
yo, shut up, Lindell.
That's Linda?
It's Lindell. Lindell Williams.
Lindell. That's Lindell. Word. That's your homie. I always thought that it was... Anyway, he said, I think being simple and passionate is the goal in making music song to song. When it comes to albums, that's when you put your all into it, you know?
Yeah. I'm a Leo. I'm a fire sign, so I'm going to come correct every single time. I'm not going to give you half of my heart. I'm going to give you the whole fucking thing on a platter.
Whole motherfucking thing.
Well, I respect that stills, but it's also, why the short songs? So that's the thing where it's like, me as a person who might not fully grasp it, like, how do you drop a 48-second thing? And it's dope. It is
because sometimes thought or a feeling is only 45 seconds. So that's all I give to it. And after I give you that energy, I'm done with it. Like I release that into the universe, and I let that thought. Sometimes you think, sit back, yo, okay, this is making me feel this way. Why is it making me feel this way? This is the thought I have it. That's what I give that's my energy towards that thought. So that 45 seconds, that's all it is. It's no more. There's nothing else to it. That's just how I felt about that situation.
And I guess but you're also like in full control of the production and everything, right? So for you, it's like, because I cop beats or whatever, right? So I got this template that I'm following. I'm gonna be real. Every song, there's like the beat maker made a template. I'm gonna go find my way to meet that template and do my thing on that template. And I love that collaborative format in my mind. I don't really want to do the whole thing like that. I'm cool with this. But in your version of it, you're gonna just do, like, you open up a blank fucking whatever, and it's just zero, And so it can just be 45 seconds if that's all it is, because you literally don't have anything. That's serious. Stills. That's a very interesting, like, creative universal difference that I find super interesting.
Yeah, some people are like, I want more. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. I just gave you everything I had to this situation. This is it. This is all that it needed. That's all that it needed. And sometimes those songs don't see the day of light. Sometimes those are just interludes. Those are just thoughts. Those are just like intros. It'll be 30 seconds into the song and it's like, oh shit, damn, this will make me feel this way. I don't know how I feel, but it made me feel some sort of way, you know? That's kind of like the single that I just dropped off this project, Castle Face, Symptoms. Symptoms is a cry for me to like say, hey, I know the symptoms of emotionally unstable people. Why am I still letting these people fuck with me? Why? I need to remind myself, I know how these people are, but these lessons will come in different forms of people until we learn them. So you got to recognize the symptoms and realize what you get yourself into.
I like the depth in it. I like the fact that there's purpose with everything that you do. Like, everything feels deliberate.
Yeah, I try not to. I am not an arbitrary and everything has a reason. There's a deeper issue. It might seem like, oh, this is off the cuff, but nah, there's some shit behind it probably.
Yo, but it's I find that super interesting, right? Because I try to be like, let's say, very like meticulous with my decision making, even in the micro and minutia of life, right? So like I just find it's easier for me at least to manage it and then allow me to present what I want to the world. As a human in all like facets of life. And I have people constantly telling me to like not do that. And so I feel like the way that you approach it is like fucking wonderful. Like, to me, it's like, dude, that just makes more sense. Like, doing everything in a calculated capacity to synergize all of your efforts into one conglomerate of the essence of you. I mean, I don't know how else to achieve that without like that level of micromanaging shit. But like, sorry?
First off, let go. Gotta let go of all the insecurities. We gotta let go of those things, even though we're human and we do go through those things, but we have to let go to a point where it's like, okay, I did this work, it's done. Now let's just move on. Let's push it in the direction where it can grow legs, grow some feet, grow appendages, and work for you. Not, damn, I just made this song and now it's just gonna sit here. Or I just made this piece of art and it's just going to sit there. There's nothing attached to it. There's no drive. There's no car for it to be mobile and get to people.
Yeah, I have another question that's unrelated to this part of your life, but what's it like performing in New York from somebody not from New York?
Oh, it's amazing. This is one of the greatest cities in the fucking world. And performing on big stages, small stages, hundreds of people or just two people at a bar, real lonely. Like, this shit is where you get your juice from. This will fucking make you into an animal, the hungry beast that you want to be. If you don't, it'll swallow you up. It'll make you feel this small. It'll make you feel insecure. It just depends on how you want to go about it and how deep you want to go. It's up to you. Like, it really, for me, it really makes me more hungry. It makes me, those shows where you gotta do, and it's like 5 of your homies, and you maybe have one person that you don't know or something, 2 or 5 people that you don't know, you're performing for them.
Yeah,
you're literally performing for that one person to be a lifer. You know what I mean? That's your
and you'll find them. You'll find them. They'll be lifers.
They'll be there next time. Like, that's just
like
the nature.
Big time knowledge nugget too. I know exactly what it is to do that performance and to feel those things. But like, yo, like I mean, Montreal has a lot of very small opportunities that you can tap into. But
yeah, now New York City is full of. I've had this conversation recurringly over the years. Recently, in the past. Today, I had this conversation where I was in my barber's chair, my barber, Dominican dude, he's talking about some son of homie that he had in his pocket, talking to him in Spanish about what his like friend's son is doing, and he's like, yeah, his son isn't working, and because of whatever reason he's giving it that, and I'm like, he's not working because he don't want to work, because in New York City there's money everywhere. You can be illegal, you can be underage, it doesn't matter. If you want to make money in New York City, there's fucking money here for you. You just gotta be, are you willing to fucking get that money? You know, and it's relative.
Willing to do the work and more.
Yeah, and more, exactly.
And
that's where you gain the.
Yo, hold on. We gotta pause for a second.
clientele.
I think you just said something big. I mean, I know what you mean, but for the sake of it, what is the and more? People need to hear that part. The work and more.
Go above and beyond and stay later for less pay.
Mm-hmm.
That you might have, or that the opportunity that you have. There are 5 people waiting to take your job and willing to do it for less.
Yep. Yeah. So if you're not willing to go above and beyond, no, you're not going to really catch anybody's eye. And so, but that's applicable to everything, you know, and
especially everywhere.
It's like if you're performing music in New York City and you do that, you give people when you're doing that, they're going to accept you in New York City. You just got to be genuine.
Just got to be genuine. And I was able to tap in with some really cool fucking people here in New York because of my genuineness.
Yep.
And that's the only thing that will continuously beat anything. Hard work, genuine people. That's what's really gonna rule this whole shit.
That's what drew me to you. Absolutely.